understand, my brothers and sisters, is if you are not careful, the devil will make you think that God can't help you with your issue. Y'all still sleeping. Y'all still sleeping. The enemy, he wants us to lose our faith. He wants us, listen, he wants us to believe that things cannot get better. He wants us to be discouraged by all we see taking place. But I came to tell us that we've got to walk by faith and not by sight or what we see. The truth is, when you become a Christian, you've got to still deal with some issues. You've got to deal with some issues. The issues don't just disappear just because you became a Christian. You still have to experience some pain, but when you know the Lord, you will not lose your faith. Touch your neighbor and say, don't lose your faith. Jesus said, look what Jesus said, and I know some of us are going through some real difficult times. Sometimes you just got to sit down and just wonder, can anything else happen? But Jesus said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. He said, I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. And if you believe his word, my brothers and sisters, you can't help but keep the faith. If you believe that he has all power, you will keep believing, and you'll be like Brother Job, who said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Do I have anybody under the sound of my voice? And I'm not going to keep you too long today, but do I have anybody that's willing to say that although I'm going through some things in my life, although I'm experiencing pain and I'm experiencing even death and I'm experiencing disappointment, I still have made up in my mind that I'm going to trust him? Yeah, many folks, they're waiting for the wrong people to help them with their issues. They're bringing their problems to the wrong person, the wrong doctor. And the truth is, not everybody wants to see you healed. You go ahead and think about it. Not everybody wants you to be blessed and set free. Yeah, many folks, they will turn your small issue into a larger issue. And instead of encouraging you, some folks will make you feel worse. Oh yes, look at the text. Look at the text. The text in Mark chapter 5 says this woman was not getting any better, but she was getting worse. That's why it's important to put your faith in the only one that can really help you with your issue and your problem. And you know what? If we want to receive a healing, it will not come from the school system. It will not come from the legal system. But it can only come from Jesus Christ. Jesus, the songwriter said, is the balm in Gilead. And if you really trust him, if you really believe in him, do you not know that he will see you through? And so I'm happy to announce that we don't have to lose faith, because Jesus is able to fix any issue. Will you encourage a neighbor and say, neighbor, he can fix it? Come on, tell one more person in front of you, beside you, in back of you, say, he can fix it. How do you know? Well, in our text, look, it reminds us that if we have faith, Jesus will be moved. If we have faith, Jesus will be moved. Do you see it in Mark chapter 5? This woman, she was desperate. Have you ever been desperate? She was desperate. She tried everything she knew to try. She went to every doctor in town. And nobody was able to help her with her issue. Faith honors God, and God honors faith. Look, on one occasion, Jesus told his disciples that if they just have a little faith, the size of a mustard seed, they could do anything. And I submit to you that the woman here in Mark 5, look, she had more than just a little faith. How do you know, Pastor? How do you know she had more than just a little faith? She had great faith. I know it because she said, if I can just touch his clothes. I don't even need to get there. I don't even need to really touch him or really even talk to him. But if I can just touch the very garment of this man named Jesus. She knew that something was going to happen. Can I tell you that what is amazing about this woman and what is amazing about many of us that are here under the sound of my voice? What's amazing, Pastor? What's amazing about this woman is she had every reason to give up. Some of you right here today, you've got every reason, preach Pastor Corley, to give up. She had every reason to lose faith. But she didn't. The text said, look, she had a bleeding issue for 12 years. She could not live, listen, she could not live a normal life. She was considered an outcast by those in her city. Can you see this woman? Look, she needed help. And you know what? Some people, all they need is some help. But many folk are too busy to even help somebody. I don't know about you, but I know what it's like to be in need of help. But she had faith that there was a better future for her. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to accept where you are now. Because God has a better and a brighter future for you. Whatever you do, don't lose faith in God. I'm getting ready to leave you, Gethsemane, but as I get ready to go to my seat, look, the text tells us this woman had another issue to deal with. Not only did she have to deal with the physical issue that she had, not only did she have to deal with the financial aspect of her issue, but look at it. She had to press her way through the crowd. Touch your neighbor and say, sometimes you got to press. Yeah. Sometimes you got to press through the crowd. Don't you let other people stop you from getting your blessing. Sometimes you just got to press on through. She got near Jesus. My brothers and sisters, do you know that some folks won't come to church just because they don't like certain people? Just because they don't want others to know they have issues. But when you know you can be healed and blessed, when you know the power that the gospel has, you don't focus on people. Preach, Pastor Corley. Touch your neighbor and say, you don't focus on people. But you do whatever it takes to get to Jesus. And I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know what it took for you to get here today. Some of you had to press, good God Almighty. Some of you had to press through some things this morning just to get to the house of the Lord. Some of you had to press through negativity in your house. Some of you had to press through negative folk. But I'm here to tell you, if you keep on pressing, you'll get your blessing. This woman didn't care who was in the crowd. She didn't care what she had to do. She was going to receive her healing. Some folk they look in the church and they say, you know what, I'm not going because I see sister such and such and I don't want her to know my business. But touch your neighbor and say, if you want to get healed, it does not matter who knows your business. Because when you get healed, folk will be able to just know your testimony. Text says she pressed through the crowd. Maybe they talked about her, but she pressed. Look at your neighbor and say, keep on pressing. Maybe they tried to keep her back, but she kept on pressing because she had faith in Jesus. What happened, Pastor? She got close enough to touch the border of his garment. When she touched his garment, her issue was cleared up. Did you hear what I said? I said when she touched his garment, her issue, her problem, her predicament was cleared up. Jesus healed her 12-year-old condition. Jesus admired this woman's faith. He said, daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith have made thee whole. And I come to tell somebody, we don't have to lose faith because this same Jesus still has the power to fix our issues. Did you hear what I said? The same Jesus has the power not only to fix her issue, but to fix my issue and to fix your issue. Can I get a witness? Don't walk in fear, but walk by faith. Not only can Jesus heal your physical issues, but he can heal issues in our families, issues in our communities, issues in our nation. You can go ahead and put your faith in doctors, put your faith in lawyers, put your faith in psychiatrists, but my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest fame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. We didn't come this far because of President Obama didn't bring us to this point, but I'm glad that Jesus paid it all